What if the answers you've been looking for already live within you? What if your birth chart, your human design, and your numerologies weren't here to confuse you, but to liberate you? Hey, Sakpase, I'm Christine, your cosmic doula around the way, and I help my clients reconnect to their power through intuitive astrology, human design, and empowerment coaching. My work is rooted in guiding systemically impacted communities towards deeper self trust, spiritual sovereignty, and liberation. I provide tools and pathways to help you break free from what's been holding you back to fully step into your sovereignty and intuitive well being. So, whether you're brand new to astrology and human design or diving deep into your intuitive journey, this video is your invitation to step into the cosmic portal, a free Notion dashboard I've created and put so much intention into to help you feel more aligned, empowered, and at home in your body and spirit. I created this because I remember what it feels like to be overwhelmed by all the language, all the jargon, all of this in the intuitive, spiritual wellness space and not knowing where to begin. This portal is a way of saying start. Start using your own rhythm, your own curiosity, your own intuition. You don't have to have it all together and know it all at once. So in this particular video, I'm going to walk you through on how to use the cosmic portal to explore your astrology, human design, numerology, big threes. They're filled with resources, journal prompts, sacred tools, workshops, reprogramming your mindset. So much is in here. And know that this is free of charge, my gift to the community, and you can tap in to it as often as you like. It's here and it's a gift for you. It's like a working grimoire that you can come back to at any time to make the space your own. So let's get into it. I can't wait to show you around the cosmic portal. All right, let's step into the portal together. You ready? Welcome to Zen Wellness Space, the Laku of intuitive wellness that I might change to intuitive well-being. So if you see that switch up, that's why. But this is the cosmic portal. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to share all of the goodies and walk you through all of the goodies that are in this portal. All this video and overview video will be housed in the portal and it can be accessed at any time. All you have to do is open this link and then you'll see it there. You'll see it there once I finish upload this video. But this link can be accessed via zenwellnessbase.notion.site/cosmic portal. So web browser, or if you have Notion downloaded on your desktop and your phone, like I do on all the devices, it can be accessed there as well. I highly recommend that you familiarize yourself with Notion because it's just such a magical tool, especially if you have some Virgo placements like me, Virgo stellium. It's just such a beautiful and helpful tool, which I feel like is the perfect platform to house all of my cosmic portal goodies that are constantly evolving. So thank you again for visiting my Zen Wellness Space. I will make it a little bit smaller. And first, to start off, let's go through. I'll briefly give you a peek at what's here. But first, let's go through the workshop resources. So these workshop resources that you could see right here are resources that Alyssa and I have created through Cosmic Creative Camp. So if you've had the pleasure of attending our Cosmic Creative camps where we've journeyed through Venus and her story, Mars and her story, we'll soon be navigating Mercury and their story, we invite you to come to Cosmic Creative Camp. But if you haven't, don't worry. These resources are here for you. Let's start with Venus so you could just get a little bit of an idea, because actually at the time of me recording, shout out to Venus in Cancer, which is my natal Venus, as well as Jupiter. They are in beautiful conjunction with each other in Cancer right now. The time filming me this, so I just want to give honor to Jupiter and to Venus on this day for helping me launch this cosmic portal to you all. But in this, for example, for each cosmic creative camp, I kind of like to put together a portal that house a whole bunch of goodies. So just to take a peek at what's in this Venus in her story cosmic portal dashboard, you have information, and you'll see this pop up a lot, information on the remembering work. And so that is there. We had some pre-work for the workshop, so you can feel free to check that out. And anytime that you see a triangle that's filled in, that's how you know there's lots of goodies in there. So, for example, thanks to Astrology Podcast, which is linked right here, I found this beautiful visual of the Venus retrograde cycle. And so we have the cycle here, and I've noted some dates. And then if you open it up, you know there's some goodies in there. So there's information that you can work with through reflecting on the Venus in their story timeline. And then if you want to know more about Venus, what she represents in your chart, the mythology of Venus, I have that here, as well as information on working with your natal Venus placement, whether that be in human design, the houses that it shows up. You can find all of the information housed in these goodies. I'm telling you, once you go through, you'll find so many cool stuff. And know that once you duplicate this dashboard, you can edit and you can add your notes to it. But this is available to you all. And then we have some journal prompts here on the Venus retrograde cycle journey. You know the story of Inanna from the underworld and on up. Then I always, from your lips to God's ears, always around any journal prompts or reflections that you do, I always find it beneficial to create affirmations to kind of root you and ground you into this current moment and the future of which you possibly could map out. So speaking of mapping out, we got a lot about the hero's journey because we talked a lot about that. And then resources are here. So if you ever want to connect with Elisa and myself, our information is here. How you can connect with her is here. Some astrology resources, some resources to deepen your knowledge that I found around the streets, all provided here for you. So that's Venus. And then a similar thing you can find in Mars and the Cosmic Creative Camp for Mars. So really quickly, I want to share with you, this is one of the first workshops that I've come out with when I first started my business. And this is on dismantling and reprogramming your mindset around wellness. Because at the time of me coming out, the wellness girlies were out here. And I didn't resonate with not damn near one of them. Okay. And so I'm like, we need to just like shake this whole shit up. And so that's where I was like, we need to each individually figure out what is well-being for us, what is wellness for us. And so this is a place where you can journey through the past around some questions about what is wellness, ground in the present. And I used to call myself the Whitney Houston for your intuitive wellness journey. I used to call myself the Zen Wellness Godmama. And so this is kind of like, I'm your Whitney Houston, giving you all these tools for you to be the Cinderella at your ball. So first we got to go through the past. We got to root in the present. And then we got to imagine the future. It's possible. Things are happening every day. So if you go through this, you should be so proud of yourself. Affirmations, all the goodies are housed within here. So invitation to check out the Dismantling and Reprogramming Your Mindset Around Wellness workshop. And then now what I love, I'm so proud of these workshops. Let's talk through the Why Astrology workshop. Remembering that we are centering duality in this space. We're taking our power back. And through astrology, it's the remembering work. So a little bit about that. And my prayer is that I hope that this dashboard honors your intuition through understanding your natal chart, your cosmic blueprint. So what is astrology? I briefly talk about that here. What is a birth chart, also known as your natal chart? I talk about that here. And what's the point of studying your chart? Again, all of that is unlocked and hidden between these portals. And then you can go in deeper, even deeper and deeper and deeper into the portal and how it can be used for your soul's journey. So these are all good things to know. So my favorite places to go, and invitation to check out a video of me actually on YouTube sharing some of my favorite websites to go. I'll make sure that I link that in the video below. But these are a few resources of where I like to pull natal charts, my favorite podcast on astrology, YouTube Academy, as I like to call it. So my favorite people to follow on YouTube around astrology, Instagram accounts that I follow on astrology, and websites for tracking transits, which my favorite is Astro Matrix, but I have some other here. And then this is the video that I talked about. So you could just actually come in here on Notion and play this video, and I'll walk you through on how to pull your natal chart, how to pull the asteroid goddesses, how to pull, different, all of the things. We walk through that in this video. So that is the Why Astrology video. And I don't know if you can hear that, but my pasta's boiling. So I'll be back to talk about one of my favorite topics, human design. Okay, I'm back. Now let's dive into why human design. Why do we need to learn about human design? Well, I talk about it all in this dashboard, and if you want to learn more about it, I have another video here that kind of on YouTube, my favorite human design resources to go to, how to pull your chart, what to look for in your chart. All of that is there for you, and it's also the remembering work. So what is human design, where it came from? I got you covered. I talk all about it, and I also have a video that I'll make sure that I linked for that, because I really do think that human design is slept on and is so misunderstood, and it's part of my liberation work to bring this beautiful modality to show us how do we work with this map that we're giving with astrology, and using our energy, our body consciousness to guide us to the most aligned direction for us. And I really do feel that's what human design is. So what it is and what it's not, we talk about what's the point of experimenting with human design, because at the end of the day, human design is not something to believe in, which Ra talks about here. It doesn't require you to believe in anything, nor stories, nor philosophy. It's a concrete map in the nature of your being, a map of your genetic code. So how can it be used? And human design is meant to be an experiment. It's something not to believe in, but to experiment with. So experiment what works and what doesn't. In my personal belief on human design, how it can be useful in your journey, in your intuitive well-being journey, and now all of the fun, geeky, informational stuff. So in this dashboard, I provide you with just simple, basic energy on what you need to know to start your journey, to get to know your energetic blueprint. So we talk about energy types, which is how your energy functions, your strategy, which is how you strategically make decisions to bring aligned opportunities to you. And then we talk about your authorities, which they're listed here. And that's your unique intuition, your signature theme, listed here. That's how you know that you're in alignment. Your non-self theme, that's how you know that you're not in alignment. And then we dive into the archetypes of the 6 profile lines, as well as their names when they're joined together, your conscious and unconscious side. Your girl is the philosophical adventurer. I'm a 3-6 profile line. And I briefly talk about and go through the 64 gates in human design. So for example, my conscious sun is in gate 20 of the awareness in the now in Gemini, located in the throat center. So you can navigate that. And if you want an example, for a human design chart. And if you ever want to zoom in on anything in the cosmic portal, all you have to do is just double click and it'll zoom in for you. So for example, like, what are these numbers on the side? They're lines, right? This is on the opposite side. These are the gates and these are the lines. So if you see something uncolored, it's an open center. If you see something colored, it's a divine center. What are these lines? They're actually called channels. So this is a great graphic that I found that kind of just goes through all of that. So feel free to check that out. And yeah, so we're talking about experimenting with this. And for me, as the Virgo queen, Be Herself says, encouraging you not to forget that you have the power and not to take it lightly, right? And having your power is recording, writing things down, going back and looking at it. And that's why I love Notion so much, because you could do that. You could do that and use this as a tool to reflect on your own energy type. So if you know your energy type is a generator, maybe you go in here and you put generator. And you find some information on the YouTube University about generators, and this is the place where you take all of your notes. It's housed in this one Notion document. So, I got your back with tools and resources. Here's where I talk about my personal journey with human design, what it is, and how it's a liberating tool, and how I'm bringing my own folding chair to the conversation. My favorite places to pull charts. How do you pull a chart? I talk about that here. Some of my favorite podcasts on human design, and Instagram accounts based on human design, and resources outside of Zen Wellness Space, which is my teacher, Leah, with the Design of You, and the HD Vault is also some great resources to check out. So that is why human design. And now one of my favorites for understanding what is going on in this current life cycle that you're in, or in this current day that you're in, which is numerology. It really grounds you in the present. So I have a video tutorial of this dashboard here. Why numerology? Where did it come from? And my personal approach. What's the point of studying how numerology can be used on our soul's journey? And Saw Squad, who also teaches on numerology, I love this. He said, numbers are angles, and angles are angels. What are they trying to tell you? Numbers are always trying to tell us something. So I just thought that was a beautiful visualization of the angels and how they manifest through numbers, because they're angels. Angels are angels. And so when we're talking about the vibration of each number, I give a little bit of this here. And this is from giving all credit to my teacher, Rebecca Slonik, and you can visit her here. She's got some offerings on her website that you can check out, an amazing Substack. So definitely tap into her. But this is where I got a lot of the archetypes for these names. But I dive into what they mean and the keywords for them, the astrology that's associated with them, the tarot card that's associated with each number, when this number is vibing high, when this number is vibing low. So feel free to check those out. Your girl is a humanitarian, also known as the Hermit, a 9 life path. And so my keywords are here: compassion, humanitarianism, visions, all of that. Virgo, of course, rules the 9th month of the year, Mars. So this is really cool to check out and to play with. And remember that a calculator is your friend. Look at my homie over here. He ain't afraid to use the calculator. It's your friend. Okay. So reminder, it's okay to use a calculator. So I explore a little bit about how to calculate your life path, how to calculate your personal persona, how to calculate your yearly cycle and what it means. And then, of course, I got you covered with YouTube University, my own personal reflections and journeys through each numerological cycle. One of my favorite podcast interviews with my dear friend and teacher, B. So you can feel free to check that out. And my teachers I have here, and the books that I recommend, which is the number one book, The Witch's Book of Numbers, to enhance your magic with numerology. Definitely got to have that in your bookshelf. So let's see, is there anything other? I'm sure there's more goodies in here. So this cosmic forecast is something that I did for my subscribers. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, feel free to do that just by clicking the Cosmic Portal link below. You'll have access to this Cosmic Portal, but you'll also have access to my newsletter as well. But this is something that I did for my clients in my newsletter a while back, which I talked about a specific week, the energies that are here for the week, whether it be human design, where are the nodes, what gates are they in, what are the topics that we're focusing on, the week overview, what's transiting this week, and an oracle message. I did a video of an oracle message. So if that's something that you're interested in and you're wanting to come back, let me know. I'm spending a lot of my time on Substack, so I'm thinking about opening up a paid feature. So if that's of interest to you, tap into the comments and let me know. And I think that's about it. If you want to stay connected with me, I mentioned my Substack, so you can check me out on Substack, where I talk all about the intuitive wellness journey. I have some posts there. This is where I spend most of my time, so feel free to check that out. Of course, I'm on YouTube, and I have a podcast called My Intuitive Wellness Experiment Podcast, which season 2 is all about tools of the revolution. So make sure you tap in and engage with me there. It's also housed here on Instagram, on YouTube, but I am on Instagram. I'm not on there as much as I used to be, but a little bit about me, how to get in touch with me. And then if you feel called, this is a labor of love. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort into this. So if you feel want to do a little bit of an energetic exchange, on this Venus Jupiter day, it's all about gratitude and appreciation and just having the energy of love and abundance just be this beautiful exchange. So if you want to show me some love, I do have some international trips that are coming up to deepen my education, to deepen my knowledge, so that I can continue to pour it back into you all. So to help me get there, I need some funds. So I invite you to tip me below via Venmo or PayPal, and I just appreciate you so much. And I just want to say merci, merci, merci beaucoup to all of you. If you made it through the end of this video, give me a star or a spirally saying that you entered the portal, or what was your favorite part of the portal? What are you most excited to tap into and to dive into within this magical Zen wellness space, cosmic portal? I can't wait to hear from you. I can't wait to hear what you all think. So please let me know. Let my Chiron and Gemini know that I'm not doing the most, or maybe I am doing the most. I love feedback. I welcome feedback. So bring it on. Okay. Love y'all. Thank you. And I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Is it an episode or the next YouTube video?